Have you ever been sold something and you just felt pressured, or afterward you felt a little bit slimy, or you wake up in the morning, or even worse, in the middle of the night, and you go, oh, what have I done?
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward together with the Decker team.
Welcome back to the Inside Track, where we discuss how to make your house a home while also building wealth in the real estate industry.
Well, through real estate investing, right? And
Yes.
through making good use of money. Making your money work for you rather than working for money. So we've been talking about consultations versus sales presentations.
Yes.
And I have a definition for
Nice.
consultation. So here are a few ways, well, in the Cambridge Dictionary, it defines a consultation as a meeting to discuss something or to get advice.
Right, I love that.
Well, I do too, because it's about discussing something, not just being talked at, right? Who wants to be talked
at or to.
So that's the biggest way you're going to know whether you're in a consultation or a sales presentation.
Interesting.
Because if you're, as the client being served or potentially going to be served, doing very little talking, there's a good possibility, pretty much an assurance, that you're in a sales presentation.
Okay, so what you're saying is if the sales rep is doing the majority of the talking, then they're not actually hearing what the customer
Right.
needs or wants.
Right. So they're probably doing a lot of telling and maybe a lot of convincing. That kind of comes a little bit later. And yet
Okay.
that would be representative of a sales presentation
Right.
versus a consultation.
And it's really, I think, a little bit of a balancing act. Like consultation, you're asking, but the definition is it's a conversation. So you're asking a lot of questions of the client as to what their needs are. And then there has to be a certain amount of, well, we can meet those needs and here's how we do it.
Or we can't.
Or we can't meet those needs.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if the sales individual is not asking questions of you as the potential client, then it's probable that you're sitting in a sales presentation.
Yeah, and they're most likely flipping through a folder or on a laptop or something, and they're going through a set presentation,
Right.
which is all about them and all about the company and all about the product.
Right. And sometimes as a client, I know I myself have wanted to know about the company, about the person that's going to serve me, even in a consultation. I want to know about that person that's going to be helping me. And so what we've started doing quite a few years ago now, we in advance send I don't know if you want to call it a presentation, but an information package, a right fit guide, which says a little bit about who we are, what we're up to, how we've helped other clients, some client stories, and some videos, some of the Inside Track episodes, so that are hopefully geared to that person's specific situation. And so it's not that we don't believe you should get the information. It just shouldn't be in your consultation so that your time is being wasted when really the consultant should be there to have a conversation and hear what's going on for you.
Right. So if your salesperson's asking for your business
Right.
before they really know whether you even need it, right?
Yeah.
Or that you feel you've gotten enough information to make a valid decision.
Right.
They're asking you, oh, do you think you want to buy this? Do you think, like that's when you start to feel that pressure and
Yeah.
you're being sold as opposed to being consulted.
Right. And if somebody starts giving you a prescription before they've actually done the diagnosis, it'd be like going into the doctor's office, and before you've told them anything, before they've asked you any questions, they start writing out the prescription for you to go get whatever medication it is. That doesn't work.
No.
We want to make sure there's a thorough analysis and understanding, which is really done through questions and then clarifying through the questions.
Right. And then you're being sold if after you say no, right, you believe you've gotten the information you need, and you say no, and they continue to ask for your business, to maybe even
cajole, convince,
offer,
pressure.
sometimes even offer a little less pricing or something, right? Because they do not want to leave without the sale.
Right. So if you all of a sudden know that no longer is it about you, that it's about the salesperson, you can be assured it's moved from a consultation, right, to a presentation.
To a sales presentation.
Yeah.
So I remember once trying to buy a car.
Yeah,
This
more
was
than once. You're a car buyer.
I am
Don't
a
say
car buyer.
once.
Okay, but this one particular time, it was our second new car we were looking for.
Yeah.
Not that we were going to have two new cars, but the other new car had worn out. And we went in, and the salesperson said the first question, which was okay, like, what's your budget? And I said, I don't know. I haven't been in the market for a car for 5 years. I don't know what they cost.
Haven't done any research. I'm just starting.
Show me a car that I like. And where he failed was he continued to ask me about price and didn't ask me about what kind of job I had. Did I need a car that had a bit of prestige? Did I have a large family? Did I need a van? Did I need 4 doors? Did I need 2 doors? Did I want something sporty?
Right. He didn't really explore what you needed.
Desired.
Or desired. Yeah, because sometimes
you don't really need it. It's just desire.
Right.
And then he showed me their bottom of the line car that didn't even have carpet. It had vinyl floor in the car.
Okay, I know that upset you.
Yeah, but it was just, he made an assumption about our purchasing power, probably based on our age, or maybe the way we were dressed, or something.
Or fighting.
Fighting? Yeah, we might have been fighting back then.
We might have been.
But so I made a vow after that I would not judge a book by its cover. Because no matter how my clients dressed or how they talk or whether they're from the country or the city, I want to really discover what their needs and wants are.
Exactly. So how does the Decker team go about doing that?
Well, we have questions.
We have
questions to ask, and sometimes it may get a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because we're drawing out, just like in the last segment, we talked about the person that we helped them not sell their house. Because partway through that consultation, it became clear from their energy they didn't want to sell it. No. So we said, if we could not sell your house, would that make you happy? And then they lit up. Right? So that's part of the consultation, is understanding the client. Now let's build something that's perfect for them.
Right. And that just starts with a phone conversation, and then it moves from a phone conversation into a face-to-face if it looks like it makes sense.
Yep.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward together with the Decker team.